Welcome to the bottom line. Because here, we get the message that's the bottom line. I appreciate you all for tuning in. We'll shuffle these cards and get to the bottom line. I hope everybody's well. Hope your day is going great. And the bottom line, money, big money. You're in a situation where your money is bubbling. You are financially getting out of a situation that you were in that were causing hardships. You're starting to find yourself in a better place with you being able to afford things that you want, afford things that you want to do, afford places you want to go. You are financially becoming free. And that's the bottom line. Ego. And this came in the upright. Ego. You have to drop your ego in order to be in this financially free place. Some things that were going on in your life were causing you to have your chest poked out a little too much. And you had to find yourself, and it's quite all right, because those types of things happen in life. The world will humble that ass sometimes. Trust me, I understand. But you're in a place where you're financially free. And you had to let go of some things that were going on in your life. Some people, some situations potentially, for you to get to this place. Fun. It's time to have fun. It's time to enjoy your life. It's time to let things go. It's time to let people go. It's time to understand that you're in a place where you need to live. God damn it, you need to live. You need to enjoy yourself. Enjoy your life. Enjoy the people around you. Enjoy the things that you like to do. Let go of all the debt weight and all the people that are holding you back in situations that are potentially holding you back. And you need to live and have fun. Silently step your game up. Everybody doesn't need to know everything that's going on in your life. That's part of the reason why you can't do the things you need to do. You know, sometimes there's people that are sitting back watching you. They're waiting for you to make the moves that you're making so that they can attack, so they can stop them, so they can hinder you. And sometimes you don't even know these janky-ass people are in your life because they're playing a role. They're sitting back playing a role, watching you, so they know when to come in and when to stop and when to hinder certain things that are going on in your life. It's time for you to live, love. Surrender. Surrender whatever it is that's holding you back. Surrender whatever it is that's keeping you asunder, that's keeping you stagnated. We're going to take these cards because they fell out, and they fell out for a reason. Moonlight. There's some people that are, illuminating falsity in your life. There's people that are hidden in the moonlight, keeping secrets. And this came up in the upright. Amazing. You may think that they're amazing. You may think that this person or these people or this situation is something that's God sent. It's something that's supposed to be in your life, but it's not. It's not. It's time for you to get your shit together and bubble up and live your life. And come from a place of lack. Come from a mentality of lack. It's sometimes, you go through things in life and you're in the same place and you're in that same rut because You're not believing in yourself. You're not putting yourself in a better place mentally so that you can physically not be there. Act like you own it. Act like you own it. Sometimes you gotta, what's the saying? Fake it till you make it. But you don't need to fake it. Do it. Just live it. Act like you own it. Act like it's yours. Act like it's necessary to be in your life. And it will be. And it will be. Sometimes you have to manifest those things. And you believe it and you speak it into existence. It's not actually faking it till you're making it. It's believing it until you get it. That's what allows you to get it. Lesson learned. Lesson learned. And that's in the upright. That means you haven't learned your lesson. You haven't figured out that you're going through the same things over and over in your life because you're supposed to have learned from it. You're supposed to have taken things from those situations and applied it to your future and learn that you are or that you aren't supposed to do something, or you are or you aren't supposed to have someone around you or in your life, or part of your come up, your glow up. A lot of times we want to take people with us. We want them to ride the wave with us, and they're not even supposed to be in our lives. We want to bring people to the top, and they're not even supposed to be a part of your blessing. You got to have discernment. You got to know who, and you got to know when. And sometimes you got to know where, and you got to know why. Bye, Felicia. That just confirms exactly what I said. You have to cut some of these people out. A lot of these people that you have around you aren't even supposed to be around you. That's the bottom line. Oh, that's the bottom line. Stop having these people around you and thinking everybody's supposed to be sharing what your blessings are. And it's okay to be that kind of person and want to give and want to help and want to share. But sometimes these things are just for you. Sometimes they're just for you. And you can't force the divine to give somebody something that they're trying to give to you. You think the divine doesn't have complete control and power to give it to them if if it was seen fit for them to have it? Sometimes it's for you. It's not for them. And 2 cards fell out. We're going to pick these cards up. Because when they fall out, they're supposed to. Know who to trust. That's even more confirmation to what I'm saying. You have to know who to trust. And sometimes, you get these certain feelings. You get these feelings inside and you have these thoughts about people, but you ignore them. You need to follow your intuition. That feeling inside never lies. It never lies. It's always giving you clues and feelings as to what's supposed to be. And that's the bottom line. And that's the bottom line. Gotta know who to trust. You gotta know who to have around you. Sometimes you need to be in a season of solitude so you can figure out who those people are. As long as there's noise and things going on around you, those distractions keep you from figuring that out. Gotta know who to have around you. Imagination. Utilize your imagination. You are a gifted, bright individual. And your imagination can make you millions if you allow it to. Use your imagination. Keep the people that aren't supposed to be around you from around you. Use your imagination to create. Be that creative being that you are. Be that individual that God allowed to have that mentality to create, to make, to mold, so that you can have. Know who to have around you. Know who to not have around you. A few cards fell out. The first one value. You have to value. You have to value your time. You have to value your mentality. Ask and you shall receive. Use the power of prayer. Use the power of prayer so that you can get guided in the right direction that you need to be in, so that you can manifest the things that are necessary for your life. Acceptance. Acceptance is one of the biggest things that you can have in your life, because a lot of times we don't want to accept what is. We want to create something different, make something different because we want it to be what we want it to be. Sometimes you just have to accept what it is. And that truth is going to allow you to move forward. Because that's what? The bottom line. That is the bottom line. That truth sometimes is a motherfucker. Like, it hurts. We don't want to accept what it is. We don't want to believe what's evidently in front of us. And we had a few cards fall out, but that's the issue. That's the issue. Some people are as foul as they come. And you have to accept that. You have to accept that. Sometimes you don't want it to be that. You don't want them to be the person that played you or that connived you or deceived you, but that's what it is. And those people are what? Funky monkeys. Keep them funky monkeys in the cage. Listen, ayo. Keep them funky monkeys in the cage. Nobody got time for that. Nobody has time for that. Especially the older you get, nobody has time for that. Funky monkeys belong exactly where they are, in their stinking ass cages with other funky monkeys. You have to accept. You have to accept what people are and who people are and how people are. Some people are just foul as hell in this world. And that's their issue to deal with, not yours. And you have to realize that those people aren't supposed to be in your life. Sometimes people come through our lives to teach us lessons. You know, the divine uses people, situations, places, different experiences to teach us things. And we have to be smart about what it is we're going through and accept it. And don't feel like, you can't be who you are. Either people are going to accept you or they're not. And if they don't, they're not for you. Keep it pushing. And that's the bottom line. Keep it pushing. Triggers. You're going to always have people that are triggering you. Always. The key to that is to heal yourself. So people can't trigger you. So people cannot trigger you, because people will have some ill shit to say all the time. That hate is so real, it's not even funny. That hate is abundant, and people just have the audacity like it was on the clearance rack. Like it was on the clearance rack. You cannot let people trigger you. Some people will see that certain things trigger you and keep pressing that damn button. And just keep pressing that damn button. We not doing that around here. Not today. We not dealing with that bullshit. People can keep it moving with that. Kick rocks. And beat their damn feet. Bye. Nobody got time for that. The last card we're going to pull for the message today is time is ticking. And this is in the upright. So what that means is the time is now. The time is now for you to do that. Do not let these people play with your feelings and play with your emotions and play up in your face. We're not doing that for this year. We're not doing that for next year either. This is the time right now to surrender. To not let people trigger you. To value who you are. To pray on it. Asking you shall receive. Bye, Felicia, because ain't nobody got time for anything else. All that other shit is out the window. Know who to trust. You have to know who to trust. Silently step your game up. Don't let these people that are hiding in the moonlight with their secrets and their drama and shit, affect you and what it is that you have to do. You got money to make. Learn the lessons that you need to. Follow your intuition and accept who's in your life and who's not. And it's okay for those who aren't. They just aren't your people. Some people are as foul as they come, and you got to recognize that these funky monkeys need to stay in their cage. And that's the bottom line. Thank you for tuning in. I hope these messages resonated with you, and I hope that you apply these to your life. I appreciate you. Come back.